Hello, thrill-seeking explorers. Today we're counting down 5 incredible ways to lose yourself in the mesmerizing landscapes of Thailand. When was the last time you truly embraced the unknown? When did you last experience the exhilaration of becoming utterly and delightfully disoriented? Well, that's about to change. We'll start from 5 and make our way down to the most thrilling way to get absolutely lost while traversing Thailand. From finding our way around the labyrinthine streets of Bangkok without a map, trusting the most indistinct local directions in Chiang Mai, understanding the perplexing public transit system of quaint Thai towns, following any crowd during the vibrant Songkran, and lastly, attempting the notorious shortcut in Hua Hin. But let's not forget sometimes the joy of discovery thrives in losing our way. So, strap in and hit that subscribe button for more exciting and unconventional travel advice, even if they're somewhat unusual. Number 5. Ditch the map, embrace the unknown. Who needs a guide to explore the bustling city of Bangkok? Tear up that street guide, delete that GPS app, and follow your instincts. Imagine yourself on the lively streets of Bangkok, with the smell of pad thai from the food stalls, the sound of buzzing tuk-tuks, and the sight of majestic temples in the far-off distance. You're holding a map, but instead of unfolding it, you crumple it up and throw it into the closest recycling bin. With a self-assured stride and a naive grin, you set off in the contrary direction of your planned destination. The city reveals itself around you like a labyrinth of slim alleyways, lively markets, and towering skyscrapers. The exhilaration of the unknown stirs inspiration within you. Could you discover an obscure gem of a restaurant, encounter a local festival, unintentionally step into a Muay Thai boxing match? The possibilities are infinite when you ditch the map. It's like navigating your personalized adventure story where every detour is a fresh beginning. And if you feel like you're just walking in circles, there's no shame in asking a local for guidance. Thailand, after all, is known as the land of smiles. Even if you are having a hard time navigating language barriers, go along with it. That's part of the exploration, isn't it? Hey, you might even learn a bit of Thai along the way. So, are you prepared to ditch the map and welcome the unknown? Keep in mind, locals are your ideal compass. If you don't comprehend them, it enhances the adventure. So go ahead, make that mistaken turn, lose yourself utterly, and uncover the concealed marvels of Bangkok. Number 4. Trust verbal directions. The more vague, the better. Welcome to the captivating Chiang Mai, a radiant gem set in the heart of northern Thailand. Here, you should seek delightfully ambiguous instructions add to the city's unique charm. Don't be surprised if the directions are a little vague, just the way it is, if you are a tourist who doesn't speak Thai. The magic of this city doesn't only lie in its magnificent temples and bustling night markets, but also in the mystery that comes with accepting elusive guidance. Imagine yourself traversing the ancient town with a map in your hand, only to find yourself delightfully lost. That's the beauty of Chiang Mai. Asking a local for directions in a language you don't speak might lead to a wild goose chase. But if you aren't making an effort to learn the language, then that's what you've signed up for. But that's where the real adventure begins. It's normal to be pointed in the right direction, but to misunderstand the directions, making your journey in Chiang Mai feel like a thrilling real-life game of Simon Says. And for every "you can't miss it" warning, prepare for the likelihood that you indeed will. Don't fret though. Every wrong turn leads to a new and unexpected discovery. It could be a secret cafe, a quaint little shop, or a vibrant local festival. So when you're in Chiang Mai, go with the flow and let yourself stumble upon the unexpected. Because remember, this journey is not about following a set path. It's about embarking on an unforgettable adventure. If a local says you're heading in the wrong direction, rest assured, you probably are. And that's where the fun truly lies. Number 3. Use public transit without understanding the system. Imagine this. You're in the heart of a vivacious Thai town, the air swirling with the aroma of sizzling street food and echoing with the chatter of the locals. There's a bus in sight. Colorful, slightly rusty, yet your ticket to an unpredictable adventure. The system, unfamiliar. But isn't the thrill of uncertainty part of the adventure? Once you step onto the bus, a kaleidoscope of varying faces greets you. Local homebound commuters and wandering adventurers like you, all seemingly aware of the bus's destination. You, however, are blissfully clueless, going with the flow. You find a spot to sit, and as the bus jerks to a start, a wave of achievement washes over you. You've managed to hop on a bus in Thailand without deciphering a word of the system. You lean back, chilling out, and absorb the scenery outside your window as the bus trundles through twisted lanes, beyond lively marketplaces and tranquil temples, into the town's fringes. Suddenly it dawns upon you. The bus isn't coursing towards the city's pulsating core, the iconic landmarks, or the famed tourist spots. Instead, it's heading toward the suburbs. But don't let that dampen your adventurous spirit. You're here for the thrill of discovery, to explore the uncharted, to witness the unseen. So you remain on the bus, observing as the cityscape morphs into peaceful residential districts, where children indulge in street games and locals lounge on their porches, relishing the evening zephyr. Eventually, the bus grinds to a stop, and you find yourself in a corner of Thailand that few tourists experience. It wasn't your initial plan, but it's an exclusive glimpse of Thai life that you wouldn't have had otherwise. So here's a thought, intrepid explorers. If you think you're on the right bus, you may still have time to disembark and verify. But then, wouldn't that take away all the fun? Number 2, follow the crowd. Literally any crowd, especially during the times when there are large street festivals. This is because it's a known fact that crowds have an inherent magnetic pull that lures us in with the prospect of excitement, spectacle, or at least a bit of local color. A perfect example of this can be experienced in the bustling streets of Thailand during the Songkran festival. Imagine yourself in the heart of the vibrant city, surrounded by a sea of people all moving in the same direction. There's a palpable energy in the air, an unspoken promise of something spectacular just around the corner. It's hard not to get caught up in the wave of enthusiasm. So you decide to follow the crowd, allowing yourself to be carried along by the sea of people. You wind your way through narrow alleyways, down busy streets, and past food stalls wafting out tantalizing smells. Before you even realize it, you've ended up somewhere completely unexpected. It might be a lively local market overflowing with exotic fruits whose names you can't even guess, or a random office building with a chorus of surprised faces greeting you. You might even find yourself in the middle of a private event, evoking laughter and friendly teasing from the amused attendees. The point is, you've strayed off the usual path. You've discovered something new that you wouldn't have found if you'd chosen to stay on the overly treaded tourist trails. You now have a story to tell, a memory to hold dear. Hence, here's a tip for the audacious explorers. If you spot a crowd, don't hesitate. Dive in, follow the flow, embrace the unknown, because that's what travel is about. Unplanned adventures, unexpected findings, and unforgettable memories. But keep in mind, if everyone seems to know where they're going, you're not included. So go on, get lost. It's all part of the fun, and if you can't get lost on the other side of the world, what's the point of leaving home in the first place? Number 1, the infamous shortcut in Hua Hin. There's a certain finesse in the design of shortcuts. They present a faster path, a sidestep of the ordinary, an express lane to your endpoint. Yet in Hua Hin, this craft gets a novel spin. Visualize this. You're in the epicenter of this lively coastal resort town, equipped with your insider understanding of a shortcut. You begin your journey, excitement brimming as you envision the minutes you'll spare. But alas, the assurance a speedy passage rapidly transforms into a humorous, hours-long diversion. You cover winding lanes, steer through crowded marketplaces, and even end up at a local elephant refuge. It's not the expedited pathway you anticipated, but it's a whirlwind of adventure on its own. And that's the magic of Hua Hin's infamous shortcut. The lengthier the shortcut, the more picturesque the journey. Who needs straightforward paths when time is not of the essence? All right, folks, let's recap our adventurous countdown from number 5 to number 1. At number 5, we encouraged you to surrender your plans and let loose in the energetic city of Bangkok. Number 4 advised you to trust the not-so-precise local directions amidst the charm of Chiang Mai. At number 3, we dared you to tangle with the public transit systems of small-town Thailand. Coming in at number 2, we suggested following any lively during the vibrant festivals. And finally, our number 1 tip, find joy in the notorious Hua Hin shortcut, a perfect recipe for an unplanned adventure. To illustrate, let me retell a brief story. In the intricate maze of Bangkok's streets, I was once misguided to turn left at the Golden Dragon. Spoiler alert, there was no Golden Dragon in sight. However, I found myself in a bustling night market where I tasted the finest street food of my life. So, remember, it's not just about discovering new destinations, but making memorable stories. Don't hesitate to hit like, share your own getting lost tales in the comments, and subscribe for more exciting and unpredictable travel content. Before we wrap up, we have some bonus tips for those adventurers who really want to get lost. First, always choose the road less traveled. It may lead you to some hidden gems that even locals barely know. Second, avoid using GPS or any digital maps. Let your intuition be your guide and see where it takes you. And lastly, embrace the unexpected and enjoy the journey. Whether it's a surprise rainstorm or a chance encounter with a friendly local, these unplanned moments often make the best memories. Remember, the real adventure begins when you're utterly lost. Happy wandering, fellow adventurers!